I remember specifically one day being outside, and it was one of those beautiful fall days in North Carolina, and feeling like my life was as close to perfect as it could be.
So things were looking great. I was almost to the end of my first year of law school, so I was excited about getting school over with.
You know, when you're that age, you think that nothing can go wrong.
I had a new baby, I had a great husband, and wonderful parents and wonderful friends.
It was a time in our lives where we thought life was just beginning.
All of a sudden, life that seemed to be as close to perfect as it could drastically changed.
Things went from looking pretty good, pretty rosy, to not so good at all in a very short period of time.
Literally within a couple of weeks, I had the word that my father's bladder cancer had returned, and that one of my best friends, who was 33 years old, had breast cancer.
When the diagnosis occurred, it was clear that she had a very limited time left, so everything was turned upside down.
When we went back to the doctor, he handed me a box of Kleenex and he said, "This is going to be a very long day." Well, I knew it wasn't going to be okay, and I was very, very scared. And she said, "I'm sorry, Sophia has a mass in her brain." We felt like we'd been hit by a freight train. Life did a 180 on us.
I mean, needless to say, life, as any of us had known it, it was never going to get back to that point.
It wasn't until I got to the hospital and could see him that I realized that there was no coming back.
It was untreatable type of brain tumor. And she went through chemotherapy and radiation therapy, which was not a pleasant experience.
I remember this moment where, after she'd been diagnosed, where she had this realization that she was never going to see any of her grandkids. She was a great mother.
We had all those same things and hopes and dreams for Sophia, that we would get that first bike ride, that first push on the swing. So our world went from play dates and going to the zoo to MRIs and chemotherapy and surgeries.
In the case of Sabrina, she said, "You know, I understand that God only gives you as much as you can handle. But," she said, "I wish He didn't have such a high opinion of me."
She faced the disease not with a clenched fist, but with an open hand.
It's a segment between two different lives for me, and I have before cancer and after cancer.
I cried every day for a year, but I'm getting to the point where, yes, I miss him every single day, but I know he's with me.
Sophia was and still is a very determined child.
I have 2 daughters, and I hope that when they are my age, they do not have to deal with the losses that so many of us have endured because of cancer.